While Maine Life continues to celebrate lifestyle, the Maine Business Show focuses on the people, the ideas, and the industry that connect our communities and build Maine's economy.
From family-owned businesses to statewide employers, we are taking you behind the scenes to show you what it's really like to do business in Maine. The Maine Business Show is presented by SAPI, global leader in sustainable solutions, proudly supporting Maine jobs, innovation, and the future of business. Welcome to the Maine Business Show, and I am so excited, selfishly, to be in Augusta with my co-host Quincy and, of course, our friend Andrew Silsby.
Thank you so much for coming to the Maine's capital city.
Of course. It's home to me, and I know it is to you too, so it feels very special. And I'm really excited about this episode because we have a slate of amazing businesses to highlight, starting with a powerhouse, no pun intended, Central Maine Power, which, Andrew, I know that you at Kennebec Savings Bank have probably worked alongside CMP for a number of years.
We have. They are one of the largest employers here in Central Maine, and we're really happy to have you guys come check them out.
Yeah. And it was great to get there behind the scenes and to meet some of the people who were there to serve all of us, the customers of CMP. So I'm really excited to introduce you to some of them.
Awesome.
I love everything about my job. I think this is a great company to work for. I've had such enormous opportunities with CMP. I take my responsibility really seriously to take care of customers. And I've done that for 3 decades now in customer service, and now I get to do that in a bit bigger venue as the president of CMP. I really do think we should be doing the right thing for people. I use all of our tools so that I can make sure the experience is what customers should expect. And we should all do that. We have some of the best people here, honestly. I love my teams. We are literally available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If your power goes out, we're going to respond. We live here. We're your friends, we're your neighbors, we're your classmates. We do understand, and we absolutely are invested in doing the best things for Maine.
Representatives are answering calls, putting in orders, letting our field know if there's any emergency that needs to be handled.
We also have some customers who call us seeking assistance options of what opportunities exist to help them pay their bill. They might be in a challenging situation financially, so we provide them the guidance and options and the flexibility to work with us on taking those next steps with their bill. We do want customers to know that we have online tools that's available to them through their online account portal, whether it's through the CMP website or our CMP app.
We do encourage our customers to reach out to us, and we do have several avenues that they can reach the customer contact representatives.
Customers should never hesitate to contact us if they have any questions whatsoever. We're basically here to help them.
What motivates me is, one, my colleagues. We all kind of help each other out. And then also being able to help customers, being able to get them to understand how their bill works or what the charges are on their bills. It really just gives a fulfilling feeling with them leaving the conversation having more information than they came in with. Customers should know that we do all feel for them. We do try our best to help them with whatever situation they're in. We do the best we can to make sure whatever situation they're in gets resolved in a timely fashion. I love helping people, whether it's colleagues, customers, people outside of work. So being able to help, that's just a really great feeling.
It feels amazing because I'm part of a team that's actually helping customers. Just assure them that CMP is doing the best things possible for them to try to get their power restored for them in a reasonable time.
I want Maine to understand that I really have a great appreciation for the customers at the end of the line. We have a huge responsibility to keep this grid running, and to keep the grid running means keeping the state running. And I don't think we can overemphasize how important the grid is to the future of Maine.
Yeah, CMP is a major employer, as we mentioned earlier, but there's lots of other industry here in the city of Augusta. Everyone knows that it's the capital, and so there's government, but we've got lots of other industries.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. And speaking of, we're highlighting a business next that many people might not even know is right here in Augusta, but they're doing really important work across the state, and that is Woods End Laboratories. We're excited to take you there.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to Woods End Laboratories. We're a full-scale analytical laboratory providing soil and compost testing for farmers, for researchers, for private and public groups who are really interested in understanding soil fertility and also compost nutrient availability and compost stability. In addition to being an analytical laboratory, we also have a full product line of Solvita products that are designed to help users really understand some of those same principles of soil health and compost stability. We were founded in 1974 by Will Britton, and we were actually on his property in Mount Vernon up until about 3 years ago when we moved to Augusta. We've focused heavily on both local Maine customers and internationally as well. We work with farmers of any size and scale here in Maine, across the U.S., and abroad. This past year, the state of Maine has invested a lot of resources into the Maine Healthy Soils program through the Department of Ag and Conservation and Forestry, and we were chosen as the lab to support that work for the state. So there have been Mainers throughout this past summer who have received free testing and free technical service to support healthy soils, and we were really happy to work with the state in order to offer that testing totally free to the farmer.
So this is our soil library, part of our soil library where we keep the soils when they come in.
Yeah.
In here we do have some of our soils from the Maine Healthy Soils program.
Oh, cool.
That we are partnered with the Department of Agriculture to help local farmers improve their soil health and the quality of their soil.
We are cross-trained throughout the organization, which is great. You don't find many organizations that have the ability to be able to do that, but I think working as a small team, we've got that nimbleness, so to speak, and we work very unified in making sure that we're quickly to respond to our customers' needs.
A lot of my day revolves around keeping track of what samples we have in-house, what needs to be done on them, and directing the workflow to make sure that gets done in a timely manner for all of our clients. They will have questions about how well their product, whether it be biochar or compost, works in the soil. So we'll custom make a test package for them, take their material, put it into some soil that we have an archive here, and be able to test how well it releases the nutrients into the soil and how well it works for them. When I first started, we would get maybe 500 to 1,000 samples a year, and now we're easily in a year 40 to 50,000 samples.
From the inception of Woods End Laboratories, we've been focused on understanding soil health, which is a more holistic approach to soil fertility. We're really focused on also understanding soil biology and soil structure, which is really the foundation of the whole regenerative ag movement. Soil health really speaks to a more environmentally conscious way of farming and way of working with the land to preserve the soil so that it can continue to be productive for years and years and years.
In Maine, the story of Sappi begins here, among the trees. Every tree, carefully selected and managed, is the first chapter in creating some of the finest paper and packaging products globally.
From the forest, the journey continues here to Skowhegan, where for 50 years, the mill has transformed raw materials into high-quality coated paper, packaging boards, and specialty products trusted by global brands. Here, technology and tradition work side by side. The mill houses two of the most advanced paper machines in the world, resulting in sustainable products that are made more efficiently using approximately 80% renewable energy, ensuring every step is efficient, precise, and consistent.
Sappi doesn't just make paper here. We support thousands of Maine families and communities, helping drive Maine's economy forward. Sappi is a proud sponsor of the Maine Business Show, and we are proud to call Maine home.
Welcome back to the Maine Business Show. We are continuing to highlight so many amazing businesses here in the Augusta region. And up next, we're talking about something pretty cool happening at the University of Maine at Augusta.
We got to visit UMA, and they have this incredible cybersecurity program. They actually have a cyber range. It's one of the only ones I know of across the country, and it's the only one in the state of Maine, probably in New England. And it's this incredible center where students can come and learn firsthand how to do cybersecurity.
What's really cool is we took our staff, our IT staff, and checked out. They mimicked our entire network and then were able to attack that network and practice their skills, which was really cool for a private organization to be able to test your IT staff.
It's pretty impressive, and it's all happening right here in Augusta. We're excited to give you a sneak peek.
We were founded in 1965 to serve adult learners and help them get back to the workforce, but we're increasingly seeing traditional age students coming for specific workforce development opportunities like aviation and architecture. And really our mission is to help every population get a good education and get into the workforce. Because of our statewide mission and our mission to help all people get an education, we have multiple locations throughout the state. We have campuses in Augusta and Bangor, and we have centers throughout the state as well. We have centers in Saco, Rumford, Lewiston, Ellsworth, Rockland, East Millinocket, and Brunswick. Students who might not have, for example, broadband access, they can come in and take their courses online, and our professors sometimes travel around to the centers as well for in-person classes. Cybersecurity is the big high-demand field in Maine. We have almost 3,000 jobs available right now for cybersecurity and more to come, and we're just not meeting those jobs. And so this is part of UMA's mission. We serve the state of Maine in terms of workforce needs, and this center really helps us do that with a cyber range, with nursing simulations. It gives students an opportunity to get hands-on learning, but in a no-risk environment, so they can learn and then serve the state of Maine.
Cybersecurity is interesting because it's a challenge. No matter how good you think you are, someone's getting a little bit better. And I think that's what draws a lot of people to it, because it always has that challenging aspect. You're always going to be challenged by something new, some new attack, some new way to defend. How do I prevent this? I know that's what drew me to it. What makes UMA a little bit different is how we prepare our students. And I think we prepare our students beyond just that traditional knowledge. Here's the bookwork, here's the theory, go forth and conquer. We sort of take the concept of a college education and apply that hands-on aspect. So when they leave here, they're able to go out, interview for a job, not only say what they can do, but they can demonstrate it. The cyber range we have is the only simulation like this within the state of Maine. It's not only a simulation, but it has a lot of online labs that can help prepare it as well. So when we talk about the cyber range, it's not just a simulation, but we have another whole group of labs to help prepare students as well. We have the ability to model a business or municipality or anybody's network, and then we take that model, import it into the cyber range, and then we can then run attacks that are already built into the cyber range, or we can create custom attacks that may be directed. So if we have a business that's worried about something specifically, we can custom create an attacks that will go towards their infrastructure, and we can see how they respond and how their tools pick it up, and then we can help them maybe adjust what's needed to further protect themselves and train better. When I run the cyber range, I train students to run the range, and the students also help teach other students, and they learn collaboratively how to work. Every student I've had as a range operator has been hired immediately before graduating. I think that what makes us different here is how we prepare them for what you're going to see in the real world, not just what you see in a textbook. So they leave very much prepared to enter the workforce immediately. Maine students protecting Maine businesses.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. From the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Hurry into your Honda dealer today.
For over 153 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has been a community bank for everyone. Whether it's providing convenient account access, quick and easy loan process, or supporting the community, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's always been about integrity and doing what's right for the customer and our communities. I'm Andrew Silsby, and I invite you to come into a Kennebec Savings Bank location and experience the difference.
Next up is our Rooted in Good segment, and this is where we highlight organizations that are doing incredible and really impactful work in their community. And this week we are putting a spotlight on the Children's Center,
which is an awesome organization. They really focus on early intervention for children with special needs.
Yeah.
And they've expanded their facility recently, and the community turned out their support for this particular organization. It does pull at the heartstrings a little bit, but it's an awesome organization.
Yeah, it was really impressive to just go behind the scenes and see the work they do there and the amount of passion and dedication from the staff that are helping all of these children right here in Augusta. So we're excited to give you a peek.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
Welcome to the Children's Center.
The Children's Center provides early intervention and early childhood special education to children 3 years old through 2nd grade here in Augusta, and then also at our satellite sites in Farmington and Skowhegan. The mission of the Children's Center is to empower young children with special needs and their families to reach their fullest potential by front-loading early intervention and early childhood special education services, gain the foundational skills they need to communicate and to navigate their world safely. Early intervention services are critical, particularly to children that have a special needs diagnosis, because the time frame of when their brain is ripe and ready to learn is about birth through age 6. So we want to get as much services and supports as possible in that window to help them gain those foundational skills to continue on in the future. The Children's Center here in Augusta just finished an expansion. We over doubled our footprint. That allowed for us to provide a greater amount of services to the children that were in need. We had about 200 children on our wait list, and so we've really been able to diminish that with all of our new classrooms. The staff that work here at the Children's Center are truly incredible. They give of themselves more than you would really expect a person to, which I think it takes to do this work. And you see the outcome in the children. They are able to make some of the greatest strides you've ever seen, because not only are the staff well trained, they also put their heart and soul into everything that they do. The community here in Augusta really has rallied around us. The partners that we have had, both long time and new, have really made the work that we do possible. This expansion that we're sitting in now would not be possible without the supporters that have helped us build this.
In Augusta here, we have areas of the building that specializes for certain special needs that kids have, because for a child that has autism, the intervention, the special education, some of the language things that are going to happen are different than, say, in a room where a child with global delays needs one-on-one supports and is nonverbal and at a different place. And then we have a typical child care infant program. We have kids that have challenges here, and then we have typically developing kids, and we mix them all together. It's super helpful for those kids that have challenges, especially around communication and behaviors. If there's a child, say, with autism who's out on the playground and there's a typically developing child out there, and that child with autism has an activity that he or she wants to do, there is a motivation to reach out and communicate in ways that we're trying to foster. To have fun, you need another person to do it with, and that does happen with kids with autism, and that's exactly what we want to have happen with kids with autism. With peers, learning games or seeing things, seeing activities on structures, doing this, doing that. So I really want you to see our Snoozlin room. Most of the kids that we have here have sensory processing issues. They react in ways that you or I don't to sensory experiences, whether it's light or hearing things or feeling things. And so this sensory room helps us help them and our staff understand what those sensory experiences are for those kids and how we can provide Snoozlin. Snoozlin means a calm inner peace.
Oh, wow.
Which opens you up to learning that you, without having that calm inner peace, you won't learn to the greatest degree. This community donated almost $6 million. So that tells you something about this community, how much they support us and look out for these most vulnerable kids in our community.
Welcome back to the Maine Business Show. Our last business that we are highlighting today is Massway Development, doing a lot of great work when it comes to housing in Central Maine, and I know you know the owner, Matt, behind it all.
Matt Morrill's a great guy, a really good developer, and really helping with housing in a lot of different ways. And interesting enough, actually, on Stevens Commons down in Hollowell, there are UMA dormitories.
Speaking of UMA.
Which he developed.
Massway Development is a real estate development firm that we started about 10 years ago. We design, develop, build, and manage commercial rental properties throughout the state. We built a neighborhood right next door. When we were finishing up the neighborhood, there was a piece of land that came up for sale next to us, and it happened to be Stevens Commons, which was owned by the state of Maine. We wanted it to be a mixed-use development. We wanted it to be office, residential, different businesses, and we took 9 vacant buildings and filled them all up, and now we have this great occupied space with a multitude of different uses. One of the partnerships that I'm most fond of here was a partnership we formed with the University of Maine at Augusta. And they just had a vision and with our buildings, and we took on Stevens Hall as the building behind me. That was the first building they took for UMA student housing. And we're just really appreciative they had the faith in us. From that, it's grown to Erskine Hall and then eventually Cleveland Hall. And then this spring, we're pretty excited that we're going to be building them a new dorm. Right now, we're finishing up the road section on Ledge Point condominiums. It's a house-ominium development where it's individual homes on a condominium plat. And so the residents love it there. They own their homes, but they don't have any maintenance around their homes. So they get to live there maintenance-free, carefree. We take care of all the groundwork and just make it really easy on them. My wife and I are from Augusta. We were born and raised here. We went to school out of state and then came back here to raise a family, and we just loved living here and growing up here. And we've seen, Augusta and the surrounding area kind of transition over that time. And what we saw was that there was a real need for housing and better housing options. Kennebec County's kind of been our focus for the last 20 years or so. Happy to say that we've produced a lot of quality housing in the area. 99 Western Ave apartments. We partnered with Maine State Housing, and Evernorth was the investor. We took a long-standing vacant property that was just kind of the white albatross on Western Ave. It was just run down. It was in really poor condition and vacant. It's been that way for about 10 years. So we took that on. We removed the building. There was nothing that was salvageable there. And then we developed a 38-unit apartment building. Happy to say that's full. We actually have another affordable housing project under construction in Gardner right now. The city of Gardner was just fabulous to work with. Community members have been so helpful to work with. I mean, the local businesses are supportive. The neighbors have been supportive. I think just the general consensus in the area is that we want to revive or just keep this area as strong as possible. We want more people living and working in this area. I mean, I got to give props to my team. I have I'd say the most talented carpenters on my crew. Our property managers are amazing. Everybody just gives it their all and they work together so well. And maintenance staff, I mean, look around and it's so well taken care of. Got to give them all a thumbs up.
I don't think you can power Maine without Central Maine Power Company. We've got 660,000 customers, 11,000 square miles of territory, and it's really hard not to feel pride in what we're providing, right? We are literally empowering people's lives. I take my responsibility really seriously to take care of customers, and I've done that for 3 decades now in customer service, and now I get to do that in a bigger venue as the president of CMP, and I want Maine to see me as honest, transparent, accessible, and willing to listen. I love everything about my job. I get to make a real difference in people's lives. I don't know if everybody can say that. I genuinely think every single day I come here, I get to do something that's good for an employee or for a customer and make choices that make life better in Maine. How does it get better than that?
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the Maine Business Show. Andrew, thanks for hosting us here.
Well, thank you for coming. It's really fun to show our town off as we look at it. Kennebec Savings Bank's been formed back in 1870, 155 years ago, right downtown behind me. And I'm really pleased to be able to show this to you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you next time on the Maine Business Show.